Hello everyone, Debbie here. Welcome back to Barossa Valley Crafts. In my group, Card Making for Beginners and Beyond on Facebook, I get a lot of new members there asking how various things are done. One of them is how to line up stamp and die sets. So I thought this is probably the easiest way rather than trying to explain. Like me, a lot of people are more visual learners. So what I'm going to do is show you how I do this. So I'm going to line up my cutting dies to match my stamp sets. So let me show you how I do them. So to start off with, we'll do a stamp first. So I'm using Couture Creations stamps today. But there's many different brands of stamps and die sets out there. So we'll just pop that into place to start with. Now I'll just ink up that stamp and stamp it. Okay, so I'll just clean my stamp off. And then I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine, and on a spare bit of paper, just a scrappy bit, I'm going to die cut from the die an image that will match that stamp. So we'll just cut that out. And then just put that aside. So I'm just going to remove that image, and I'll take this one out of here. Okay. So now I'm going to place this die cut image over the stamped image. So I'm going to be using some Couture Creations removable craft tape here. And the beauty of this tape is you can use it more than once, which you will see when I keep going here. Now I'm just going to line up that die cut image over that stamped image and just tape that into place. And then bring back in the cutting plates. Now the die will now fit into that stamped or die cut image, and it will lock in. So once you've done that, we will then pass it through the die machine again. So I'm using a Go Cut and Emboss one here, but this will work on any die machines. And then we can remove the stamped image from the die, and there it is. So let me just move that out of the way. So there you go. Hopefully you can see that okay. Let me just pop it on a black background. You might be able to see it a bit better then. So it matches really well. So we'll do it again. So this time I'm going to use a flower. So the one I'm using this time is this one from Couture Creations. So we'll stamp the image onto the card. Just ink that up and stamp. Oops. Stamp. Oh, hang on, I haven't got my magnet flat. That's why it's not. There we go. That's got it. Don't like that one. I've moved the card, so we'll just do it again. So we'll try again. I'll just ink up the stamp. So when you're using these, make sure you don't have your magnets covering over where it's not meant to, otherwise you won't get a stamped image properly because it'll be stopped from stamping properly. There we go. Okay, so I'll just clean off my stamp. And now, to save a bit of time, what I've already done is I have coloured one in. I find it's easier to colour them in before you die cut them out so that you've at least got some more paper to hold it from moving. So here's one that I've already coloured in. Now the same as last time, we're going to get a scrap of paper and die cut the image that we're going to use for the stamp. Oops, put that out of there. And again, so I'm just going to take my removable tape from my other one, and we're going to line up that die cut image over the stamped image. So take a bit of time doing it so you get them lined up really well, and just put some tape on there to keep it into place. Pop it on there, and then lock your die into that die cut image and pop it through your machine again. And there's your die cut image. So there you go. So easy to do it that way, rather than trying to do it by lining up the stamp or the die over your stamped image like this, because you can't see where it is and where you've covered. Let me show you what I mean. So here's the one that we did. So if I try and line that up over there, and then I'll just pop that into place. Now that looks like it's lined up pretty well. Okay. Now if I put that through the die machine, I'll see how well I lined it up. I didn't actually get it too bad, but you can see there where I've missed a lot of it when I was die cutting it out, whereas this one has got all of it. So that's why doing your die cut template is a better way to get a better image done. Now, some people prefer to die cut then stamp. Personally, I find that very hard to do, but the best way I've found to work it is, so there's your die cut, there's the one that you've cut out. Just sit that back into place, and then you have to try and line up your stamp over that die cut image. So try that and see how we go. Ink up the stamp and press it on. And there you go. So it's not too bad, but you can still see I've gone out of the lines a lot there. But there's a couple of ways you can do them. So my preference is die cut, put it over your stamped image, and then cut from there. So hopefully that's helped and answered some questions on how you can do that. So there's some that I did a bit earlier, and the bike. Okay, so if you've enjoyed this, please do give me the thumbs up, and I will add a link in the description to my Facebook groups, Card Making for Beginners and Beyond, and Barossa Valley Crafts. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye.